Good morning, everyone. My name is Anna Helen Marshall, and today I will be telling you a little bit about what it's like to be a physical therapist assistant, or a PTA. I chose this professional career to talk about because I actually want to be a PTA one day, and I thought it would be beneficial to see what I was getting myself into. Today I will be talking about the day in the life of a PTA, what degrees and certifications they may have to get, what their schooling may look like in order to become a certified physical therapist assistant, what an average yearly salary may be for them, different skills that are required in order to be a PTA, and why I personally want to be a PTA one day. An average day in the life of a physical therapist assistant is to administer exercises, massages, balance training, ultrasound therapy, electric stimulation, or mechanical traction to different patients depending on what their injury may be or what their fitness level is. The basic job description of a PTA is to help improve the mobility and daily function of patients who have been injured or who have disabilities. So they're basically there to help strengthen the muscles of injured or disabled patients to help them be able to get back to normal daily activities, or if it's an athlete, to help them get back to their sport and at their full playing performance as they were before. In order to become a PTA, you must get different degrees and certifications. Most PTA programs last about 2 years and earning the individual an associate degree. A PTA program usually consists of general education courses, physical therapy courses, and clinical education. However, in my case, someone who wants to have the full 4-year experience of college, it's going to look a little bit different for me. My path to becoming a PTA may be a little bit longer and harder. I may have to take more classes during the summers or classes after my initial 4 years in order to become a certified physical therapist assistant, because not all of the credits that are required may be offered in my exercise science major that I'm in right now. There are different tests and exams that you must pass in order to become a physical therapist assistant or a physical therapist. One is the National Physical Therapy Exam. You must take and pass this in order to be able to get any type of job in the professional workforce. Certifications and licensure may vary depending on the state you live in, but most states do require you to be licensed. The average salary for a PTA in the United States is between $58,000 and $59,000 a year. But again, this may vary depending on what state you live in or what association you work for, or if you work in a hospital or a smaller business. It just may vary depending on where you work. There are different skills required to be a PTA because you can't just be anybody. You have to have compassion and be able to empathize with your patients and hear them and listen and make them feel known and heard, and that you understand the pain that they're going through and that you're there to help them. You must have interpersonal skills and be able to talk with people and connect with them and make them feel comfortable around you. You must have manual dexterity, stamina, and knowledge of computer programs and exercise and physical therapy equipment. The job of a PTA or a PT is very taxing, and you're constantly moving around throughout the day and on your feet, and so you must be able to have that stamina to last throughout the day. You also must have basic knowledge of exercise and physical therapy equipment so that you are able to help your patients in an efficient way and not just be there fumbling around with the equipment and not know what you're doing. The reason I want to be a PTA is throughout my life I've had several different injuries that required me to take physical therapy, and my PTAs and my physical therapists made all the difference in my recovery. They helped motivate me and make me feel known and heard, and when I was making progress, they would cheer me on and help me to push myself harder and motivate me to try the very best that I could. And then if there were times where I wasn't making progress, they would be there to encourage me and lift me up and tell me it's going to be okay, and that this happens with everyone. And I've always loved exercise and helping other people, And through the years when I did take physical therapy, I just fell in love with the atmosphere of it, and just being there with like-minded people who enjoy exercise and want to be better, stronger versions of themselves. And that's what I want to try to do in the future. I want to be that encouragement and that motivation for people to help them become the better, stronger version of themselves, and to let them know that it's okay if they are in pain and if they are injured, but help them to realize that they will get through it and that their bodies know how to heal themselves. There were many times where I had long-lasting injuries and I just didn't know if I was going to heal, but I eventually did. And that's how our bodies work, and just having that encouragement and motivation there to help you through, it makes all the difference in healing. And so that's what I want to do for other people. And so that is a little bit of what it looks like to be a physical therapist assistant in the world we live in today. I'm sure it will change in the future, and it has changed so much throughout the years. But all in all, it is a wonderful job to have, and you get to help people and just be around kind, like-minded individuals.